Hey everyone, and welcome back to my Baldur's Gate Saga Completionist playthrough with SCS. And now it is time to deal with the consequences of what just happened in this room and get arrested. So yeah, and a watcher approaches us and says that we are accused, or we're to be questioned regarding the murder of the Iron Throne leaders. They were apparently killed not an hour ago, and an item of yours was found with the bodies, and there's not much more about this explained there, because normally, like I said, if you accept this this ring from Kovaras, it's a little bit different, but yeah, you can admit, let's be honest here, but yeah, he assures us that we're going to have a fair trial, and basically the only thing you can want to fight with him, but you will always kind of in the end come peacefully. There's going to be a different conversation options after this one. Alright, so we get sent to jail. This is the barracks that we've seen in the prologue. And here comes Allround.
Someone disturbs me.
So, Senashira, you have sullied your father's name by defiling his home and bringing ruin to a peace that has lasted for centuries. I spit on you and all of your friends. Your transgressions will be punished in the most severe form. I formally accuse you of the murders of Brunos Kostak and Rieltar Anchev. So, for him, obviously, there is not even any doubt that it was us, because as it was explained earlier in the game, he was always against... or it was explained in one of the dreams, I think, that he was always against us staying in Candlekeep with Gorion. Gorion actually had a really heated conversation with Allround when he brought you as a child here, and yeah, so in his mind, I guess, we were always evil just by being tainted by that Baal's blood. Yeah, and if you say that you've done nothing wrong, like if you are really, framed, you can ask who accused us of something like that, and he says that a guest by the name of Kovaras saw you fleeing the scene. But we will say, fine, do your worst, you old coot. From everything we have seen and found, it is not hard to figure what your purpose was. From what I have been told, you have been trying to place all the misfortune of the Sword Coast squarely on the shoulders of the Iron Throne. I assume you and your friends are assassins in the employ of Amn. Perhaps you were sent up north to create discord in the region before an Amnian invasion. It matters little. You and your friends are to be sent to Baldur's Gate, where an appropriate punishment will be administered. So yeah, not a great situation for us. But all is not lost, because here comes our savior. Come on. Where are you, bro? Tethtoril arrives.
Greetings, young one.
Hello, young one. I am sorry to see thee in such terrible circumstances. I know thee well enough to see that you have been falsely accused. Well, let's not get into details, Tethtoril. Tomorrow Allround will most likely sentence thee to be sent to Baldur's Gate. There thou wouldst receive the death penalty for these actions. I know that Gorion would not want to see his only child killed a scant few weeks after his own death. 'Tis a favor to his memory that I will help thee escape. Make thy way through the catacombs beneath the library, but disturb them not. I have your possessions with me. You must take them and go with haste. So you can admit to him that it was actually us that killed them, but, rightfully so. And he's going to be a little disappointed that you resorted to killing, but he's going to understand it and save us anyway. You can ask him also about the Kovaras fellow, and he's going to say that he doesn't know him well, but he's the one that puts it bluntly. If you read it backwards, it spells Saravok. And you can just thank him for helping us. Let's not delve into the details of what happened. It is now time for you to go, Senashira. I can teleport you to the secret room that leads to the catacombs, but from there you are on your own. You must be careful within the catacombs, as there are many guardians and traps, and perhaps whoever planned these murders. However dangerous the catacombs may be, they are a safer alternative to Allround's wrath. Jeez, stumbling over my words again. Brain, why aren't you functioning as you should? Anyway, we can also ask him, if we tell us, okay, teleport us to the secret library, we're as ready as we'll ever be, he's going to do just that, but this conversation option is going to provide us with an additional explanation of why he can't teleport us outside of Candlekeep, and that is because Candlekeep is protected by powerful runes that seal it from divinatory and alteration magics. If I were to teleport you outside of Candlekeep, you will be ripped asunder when you came in contact with the protective field. Trust me, child, this is the only way. So he teleports us to the catacombs, and that is where our escape from Candlekeep begins.
I am here.
Here in these bookshelves there are some pretty good scrolls. Like we get a level 5 Shadow Door, for example, Confusion. Oh, the container is full again. Already. This Chromatic Orb I'm just going to leave. Ah, man. What we can take out here. Let's actually take all of these green scrolls and give them to Yeslik. He's going to be the keeper of the green scrolls. And yeah, protection from petrification and protection from magic. So let him keep that. Because there's more scrolls. There's Lightning Bolt, Agonizar Scorcher. I probably should leave them. But this one has Minor Globe. 2 more identifies. Do you have Minor Globe on you? Nope. Fireball, Monster Summoning. You know that Agonizar Scorcher I am going to leave because we have a better version of it from our wand, of course. And this is actually a place where we can safely rest. So I'm going to do that once. Or is it even necessary? We didn't really use almost any spells, right? Just Yeslik used his commands and 1 remove fear.
Yes?
Yeah, we should be okay. Anyway.
Indeed.
Oh, of course, SCS improved phase spiders already teleport in.
I am
Alright, there you go. And it, again, talking about the music, the spooky music, the nighttime music and like the dungeon music is so good in Baldur's Gate 1, man. Just give it a listen, you know, because obviously, like I said before, in this playthrough you probably can't see the music, you can't see the music, but you can hear the music that well. But yeah, just give it a listen, man. Or, of course, play the game yourself and just immerse yourself into this fantastic game. Anyway, here comes Flydia, of all people.
It is done.
My book! You stole my book, you cur! And transforms into a doppelganger and attacks us. So this is some pretty spooky business. Like, what is going on here, dude? Anyway, we have 3 paths to go. This one leads to the next level, which we're going to take last. This one is not trapped and is going to lead to some goodies. This passage like branches off into different corridors, and it is heavily trapped, but it also contains the best goodies. So we're going to have Koran and Sinashira to pick up all the stuff.
It is done.
And in one of these tombs, I guess, Alondo is buried.
Certainly.
So here we get some scrolls. We get the Tome of Wisdom here. The second one. This you should be able to identify. Yeah, another ring of protection from fire. So let's just put it on Jaheira for now. I'm going to think about the equipment a little bit more in depth later. Come on.
Indeed.
There's going to be some more goodies in here.
What is your bidding? Luck be a lady.
Your concern indeed.
And some awesome goodies, because we get some really good potions and another legit protection from magic scroll. So here there's a couple of branches from this main path. This one is just a dead end, and it's trapped. There's like 3 traps here. Oh, here's the first one. I'm probably not going to disarm all of them. But yeah, oh yeah, Koran is going to get that one. Oh, well, maybe I will end up disarming all of them. And this is just a dead end. Now, this one also essentially leads to nowhere, but I am going to explore through it, because it leads to another one of these tombs. There's like one trap here somewhere. Let's give Corin a second. Pretty sure it's... yeah, it's here.
It is done.
You can't wherever fate takes me.
And the other one is, I think, here. Well, let's be careful around this corner. Alright. I think this might not be trapped. This might be Alondo's tomb, maybe. But yeah, there's nothing inside.
Great peril yields great beauty.
Okay, let's just teleport
It is done.
to here now. There's going to be a trap,
Yes, wherever fate takes me.
another trap around here. And now I actually should bring over the rest of our party here, because there is going to be a little fight.
Great peril yields great
I am. It is done.
These spooky tunnels. I love this place. Although, you know, you can get a little annoyed by the pathfinding and everything, but I love it.
life isn't luck.
There's another trap before us, or ahead of us. Yeah. And there's going to be a little nest of spiders here.
It is done.
Unfortunately, Senashira's shield buff ran out. But I don't think I'm going to buff her up just yet. There's some more phase spiders to give us more experience.
It is done.
Come on, guys.
Yes?
What is it?
Certainly.
Oh, Imoen leveled up. Very nice.
Concern?
Very nice.
If luck be a lady.
What?
Yes, certainly.
Okay, there's going to be like 2 more traps. One on the stairs, at the top of the stairs. And this here container is trapped as well. And this one actually contains the Tome of Strength. Finally! And also a Cloak of Protection +2. So, very nice goodies. Very nice!
Yes?
Very nice. We're going to make use of these goodies in a second. I think what we're going to do... a rogue stone that we can sell for some nice money, but of course at this point, you know, we are insanely rich. Now this cloak I think is going to go to Jaheira because Yeslik is well protected with everything. And I think Jaheira could use a little boost to her armor class and her saving throws, so we're going to switch this Amulet of Protection with this Cloak of Protection +2. And now this tome, I am going to use the Scroll of Identify on it. Yeah, and this is the Manual of Gainful Exercise. That is going to increase the strength by 1 of someone permanently, and that is going to go to Senashira. And now, behold. Now from strength, she gets 2 Thaco and 4 damage, and that is going to go up to 3 and 7 in a second, once we use this tome.
I am here.
Boom. Now she's at 19 strength. She's going to pretty much have this strength amount for a long, long time now. Because in Baldur's Gate 2 there are different equipment pieces that, or pieces of equipment that set your strength to this or even higher. But others are going to be using that. She is going to rely on her 19 natural strength until she gets her awesome warhammer, Crom Fair. That's going to set her strength to 25, but that's going to be late in Shadows of Amn. And yeah, like I said, now she gets... So she essentially got +1 Thaco and +3 damage from that. So now her main hand Thaco is 4, and her damage is 17 to 20, which is pretty sweet.
Your concern
Okay,
is done.
now let's explore this route, this path here. There's going to be a couple of ghasts or
Yes,
ghouls.
certainly.
And like, what is going on here? What do they do in these tombs here? Like,
I am
dude, this is Candlekeep of all places. You should keep some,
As good as done.
Your concern.
you know, you should keep this place cleaner, you know? Not allow to like ghasts to nest here. These bodies like rotting and stuff. Oh, nice. Random scroll of invisibility. That's very nice.
Done.
Always comes in handy. Always nice to have those.
Your concern.
And I think here we're going to have a little bit of fun with Imoen. And a little bit of Agonizar's Scorcher, which we haven't used in a while. Of course you can throw in a fireball there, because there's a couple of ghasts. But let's use Agonizar's Scorcher in this. Oh, that's not what I wanted. This guy left our line of sight. And as she was about to cast, so now for 6 seconds she can't cast again. Oh, that's a shame. Let's just kill them normally then. I wanted her to do some speedy Aghansar Scorcher tactics, but let's at least throw in a fireball then.
Nature's as good as done.
Your concern?
You're a
So yeah, you can give your boots back, I guess, to Senashira.
Yes, it is done. I am here. Your indeed.
Alright. Actually, I'm not going to even pick up these scrolls, because we have so much stuff of that nature at our disposal. And then, like, yeah, let's just look through this pile of rotting bodies just to get our loot. Not looking forward to that, but let's get these goodies quickly. Oh no, we're going to have to search through it again because my inventory was full. But there are some decent goodies there. There's a Warhammer +1, which doesn't really matter, but we have a nice potion of strength, a potion of fortitude, a stone form potion, and yet another wand of fire, which is, I think, the 6th in the game. And now we are done with this whole level of the catacombs. And we can progress to the second one, which is spooky as all hell, pretty much. Especially, like, the first time you play it. And I'm going to explain as we go.
What do you need?
So here comes Dreppin, apparently. The one from the cow, Nessa. Poisoned Nessa, have you? And to think I would have left this keep with the likes of you. Fleshling.
Concern? Yeah, indeed.
They have a pretty funny line when they die. Whoa!
Your concern. It is done.
Hey,
Anyway, here comes Jondalar, the one that sparred with us a little bit in the prologue.
Done.
Thought you could take me on, did you? Try me now, twerp, and we'll see who comes out the better.
I am here.
Well, I see no difference.
Concern? Indeed.
Your performance was pretty lackluster, Jondalar. Anyway, here's a Dispel Magic scroll in here,
Yes,
which I guess I'm going to take. Now I'm going to be hugging the wall for now, because I want to clear the rooms on this side here first, before we activate what lurks in the dark there.
certainly.
So here is Hull. Stole Hull's special elixir, did you? And fed it to the cows, no less. You'll rue the day you even met me, Senashira.
Yes,
Boom.
I am here.
Whoa.
Your it is
You know, I
done.
can't even be bothered to pick up these like little gems anymore.
good as
We're never going to be able to spend the money that we have. So here comes Karen, dullard, insolent waif. I tried to instruct you, tried to make you wise, but it was like drawing compassion from a Zent. You are nothing, child, and you will soon become much less.
I am here.
Dang, man, this is what I think about what you just said, bro.
Yes,
Okay, now I think we're going to go a little bit back, because there's a couple of traps on the outer sides of this inner section here. There's like 2 traps here, and we're going to disarm some of them. And also, there are some other guys here. Arcanus and Deader. So, from what we've just seen, with all of these people transforming into doppelgangers, it would be pretty hard to put trust into those, but these guys are actually for real. And you might not really recognize them too well, but those are Arcanus and Deader are the 2 temporary party members that you got in the prologue if you went into that temporary kind of group combat practice chamber with Obey summoning illusions for you to fight with. So Arcanus and Deader were 2 of those temporary party members that you get control of there. So by the gods, that thing was young Dreppin. What is going on, Senashira? Obey asked us to search for you here, but this is far more foul than any of his most fearsome illusions. Yeah, so you can be distrustful, but we're going to accept his help. Yeah, can I trust you? Aye, child, trust me you can, and Deader too. I know not what assistance we can be to you, except 4 strong arms and an eye for illusions. We shall seek you to the end. We shall see you to the end of these crypts, but not beyond, as we must bear witness to the horrors that befoul this place. Yeah. So, in this section, I think I'm going to use Shield Amulet again. Although, there is a fight that I would like to buff up for a little bit later, so I might just use a Potion of Invulnerability for both of these. Basically, there's going to be like skeleton archers in here. At least they can spawn there. There should be another trap around here. So yeah, these two guys are going to follow us and provide a little bit of help. You know what, let's drink that one Potion of Invulnerability. She's going to need the armor class boost. Right, Arcanus, this way. This way, bro. Bro. Don't, where are you going, dude? He should be following us.
Yes?
Right, anyway. I don't know what he's doing.
Yes, such menial tasks.
We're going to go back for him in a second. Yeah, quite a few of these skeletons here.
What fine.
I'm not attacking with my ranged guys. I could go into melee with Kira and I, actually. But, you know, skeletons are very resistant to, like, missile weapons, which makes sense, of course. Right, I think I'm going to send a speedy Senashira to pick up Arcanus. I kind of want, you know, for mostly, like, role-playing reasons, yeah, for them to follow us, to, like, accompany us to what's going on here. Yeah, there we go, guys. Why are you going over there? I don't want to go over there.
I am here.
Okay, let's proceed here. There's a couple of more rooms, just like the ones on the other side, with a couple of people there, like Fuller. Fetch bolts, I said. I should have told you to lick my boots clean, you mound of flesh. Well, that's what you get for insulting me, dude.
I am here.
So here's Parda,
It
and
is
Arcanus found his way again. Seek my comfort, will you? I'll show you a sweet and silent comfort if you let me, wasteling.
your concern.
I'll show you some comfort. How does that feel, dude? And there's Reavor. So he talks about, like, rad bastards, allies of the rats.
It is
Anyway, that's that's it for him. Now let's progress to the exit from this big chamber, and there's going to be a pretty notable encounter here, and one that can really kind of freak you out and really trick you.
I am indeed your concern.
Oh, there, Wanderer. Stay thy course a moment to indulge in old...
So apparently, here's Elminster, Gorion, and Tethtoril, pretty much like the closest like buddies that we've had outside of our own like companions in the party. Yeah, Elminster, you know, like tracking our progress. Gorion, of course, our foster father, and Tethtoril, kind of like our really good-hearted fellow in Candlekeep. Anyway, Senashira, stop this madness, child, I beg of thee. Thou hast soaked these halls with the blood of innocence, and I cannot permit it to go further. So this is the NPC Project comment to basically, you know, not believe them. So there's a couple of ways that you can go in the conversation, but let's kind of indulge them a little bit. Let's try to, you know, be defiant, but maybe inquisitive at the same time, I guess.
Awake, my adopted child. Awake and face the terrible tests ahead of thee.
Yeah, it's okay, Senashira. It's all right. I didn't die that night, nor have I yet. The blade that you thought slew me had been treated with a magical poison. It left me a living soul and a lively mind, imprisoned in a body that gave all appearance of death. The man you saw that night is called Sarvok, and he has been in the keep for 3 days past under the reverse alias Kovaras. Tethtoril kept watch on him, but in our foolishness we never thought that he might have others with him. Please, child, I have loved you too much to lose you now.
Greetings, young one.
Yeah, Tethtoril chimes in. Elminster and I had suspected it for some time. With Sarvok away from his lair, Elminster was at least able to locate your stepfather and bring him to safety. Forgive me, Senashira, I should have told you earlier. But to raise your hopes only to see them dashed to pieces all over again, there is too much heart left in this bony cage for me to have done that. Please, child, sheath those weapons and sheath thy madness too. Come with us, and we shall see thee at last to safety. So we can ask about this also. You said that these walls were soaked with innocent blood. Then who was it that chased me down these wretched halls, calling my name in voices I once knew, only to close and attack in traitor's form?
Everything will be explained to you in time.
By all that is good, Seneschal, what have they done to your mind to haunt it so? Your old friend Drebin lies tangled in his own entrails, and foolish Flydia, she ran down here to offer mother's shoulder, and you have butchered her like the monster you perceived her to be. The gods have no mercy on we ragged mortals, it appears. Yeah, he's a fool for having let it come to this, Elminster. There stood I, Elminster the arrogant, nudging and prodding but never taking action, the most powerful mage in the realms reduced to a meager puppeteer. Listen close, Seneschal. With the help of doppelgangers and some powerful magics, Saravok has encased thee within a vast and frightening illusion. I was unsure whether I could even penetrate it to reach thee. The time has come for a leap of faith, child. Thou must fling aside this foul illusion, and let us lead thee back to reality, where Saravok is fightable. So yeah, these are finally... They are doppelgangers, by the way. Let us reveal this. But the first time I played, when I was a kid, I actually got tricked by those. I thought that, you know, maybe this is some kind of an illusion, and I just now slaughtered, like, all of my friends from Candlekeep from my childhood. And basically what really fools you, I guess, is that Arcanus and Deader are for real. Like, not all of these people here, down here, are doppelgangers. And maybe this is really some kind of illusion that made us see them as monsters, and they were just here to maybe provide some support for us, like they say. And also, you know, Elminster, Gorion, Teth Toril, those are like really familiar faces. And they also sound pretty convincing. Like, this is how all the doppelgangers pretty much should be the whole game. Because normally, you know, in the game, doppelgangers really do a really bad job at trying to impersonating anyone. Because they like lose their temper so quickly. You know, pressure them a little bit with like 2 questions, and they already are so mad at you that they turn into their real form and attack you. This is how doppelgangers should really be, you know, as masters of deception and, you know, infiltration and espionage and whatnot. So these ones finally are like really convincing doppelgangers, but we're not going to be swayed by them. Although this sounds really nice. I dream only of a warm bed and some light to wake me from this nightmare. I shall follow you, Elminster, and trust you fully. But yeah, we're not going to trust them. And then finally they break and go into their real form. So there's going to be 1 greater doppelganger and 2 normal ones. And unfortunately, you know what? Imoen is going to get these boots.
Yes?
Where are the boots of... Oh, Corin has them, mistakenly. She really needs to get in there and provide us with some magic arrow support to reduce the amount of mirror images that... see, I would have done that again.
Here.
Provide us with some mirror magic missile to not allow him to cast. Alright. Now these other 2 are wimps. They do have some pretty good jewelry, though. Or they have at least a chance to spawn some pretty good jewelry. Not this time, I guess. So here there's going to be Winthrop. Hey, Imoen, wanna talk with him?
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Yeah, lost your sense of humor, have you? I have heard what you've been telling all your little friends, that all Winthrop has a hankering for a little elven arse every now and then. Well, who doesn't, right? Come here, my pretty, and I'll soon change your mind. Alright, Imoen does not want to be anywhere close to this guy.
Your concern?
And yeah, normally if you would trust these 3 doppelgangers that assumed the likenesses of Elminster, Teth Toril, and Gorion, they would just lead you over to here to a more advantageous position for them, I guess, to ambush you with all of these other doppelgangers. Or together with them.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Your concern. It is done.
Okay. So that's it. Unfortunately, you know, there is no other conversation that you can have with Arcanus and Deader. They just follow you to here, to the end of the catacombs, and not further, like they said. But this is not the end for us, because our escape from Candlekeep leads us to these caves with these improved phase spiders. And we have to go through these caves to escape these areas beneath Candlekeep and regain our freedom. But I think this part is going to commence in the next episode, and for now, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This was a pretty spooky episode. But yeah, we're going to have to see each other in the next one. See you then.